these Sanskrit mantras and sounds that have been an anchor point in my life. And I wanted to just go from a beginning to an end and offer a place of refuge, really, in a time where many of us were seeking that. And I've been able to take that from that period, and it still applies to now. So that was the inspiration. Actually started with sound, didn't start with visual. I had no idea that this amazing gentleman was going to come into my life and storyboard it the way that we did. But it started with feeling. The whole piece is incredibly emotional. Some of you said you felt emotional throughout, because it is incredibly emotional for me. These sounds and vibrations are so alive, and so it started with the heart. So what you're feeling at the center of it is the heart.
The gentleman next to you, Dr. Nick Siegler, hangs out at the Jet Propulsion Lab. I'm sure you've all hang out there. He's an astrophysicist, and his job is to help coordinate amongst many engineers finding signs of life out there somewhere. And yet, as I understand it, all of your studies and all of your time and all of your journey, the language of Sanskrit, which goes back 10,000 years, is fairly new to you, certainly new to me. How did those words and that language inspire you into this journey?
It was really an amazing experience, because I've not been familiar with the Vedic philosophy or the civilization. It goes back thousands of years, and as I was piecing the images to match as well as I could to her melody, I found out only later that some of the words, the actual meaning, actually mapped perfectly, specifically to some of the planets that we passed by. So that was the first. But the thing I also wanted to add is, I'm not sure if you've ever thought about this, but if we were all traveling in space right now, you wouldn't hear a thing. Even if there was a supernova that went off right next to us, you wouldn't hear it. You would see it, but you wouldn't hear it. Sound travels here on Earth through the medium of our atmosphere, of air. And that's how a sound wave travels. But in the vacuum of space, there's no medium. So that's why you don't hear anything. And so Radhika essentially gave the universe its sound. It gave it its own soundtrack, and that's what I found so intriguing. I had seen these images before, but I had never seen them that way, as they were enhanced by the music. So that the sensory of sound plus the amazing imagery together is a remarkable experience, and I think many of you felt